if you buying that ticket, you can fucking.
I got everything I need at my house. I don't need a hall pass.
Every time I get to a corner and I see somebody doing a famous Baltimore gangster lean.
We outside.
We outside.
Hey. No.
Sorry for the delay.
What's up, y'all? And welcome back to another week of the Shop Podcast. Sorry we are late, but we are here. I'm Miss Toya. He is
Pastor Andrew.
No habla English. Young Hutch. The girls, them sugar.
okay. Well, what's been going on with y'all? Let me make sure there's sound.
Play. Record.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just closed the door.
Man, life's been life.
That's what I say. Everybody don't speak at one time now.
Oh, no, you said something.
Oh no, we're live, so go ahead. I do a lot behind the scenes.
Oh, everything is alright. Same old. To and from, to and fro, work, life, kids, everything is all the same.
I'm dealing with the same thing. Minus the kids.
You always got to deal with the kids. Regardless of how old they get.
Everything good. You know what I'm saying? Just getting to know my two churches and taking care of my family.
Okay. Well, this weekend, I had the opportunity to spend the evening with Beyonce.
Okay.
So, me and my 3 friends went to go see Beyonce in DC. First of all, I want them to. I'm gonna tell you, I hate, like, I get it. I get that it's the Commander Stadium and all that. But I feel like they should tell artists, you still in Maryland.
So I think they do know they're in Maryland, but it gives a bigger hype. We're coming to DC. Nah, nigga, you coming to FedEx Field, Largo, PG County. That's what you coming to. That's all you coming to. You ain't
like, put
nowhere.
some respect on it.
But it kind of got me too with some people like, oh, we're going to DC. So I had to look at my own flyer like, where the hell are we going? So when I started to schedule people, I'm like, wait a minute. We ain't going to DC. We going to PG.
You know, some people don't travel outside their radius, so they don't know that there's a whole other place called PG County.
Everybody in DC, just say Maryland. That's my point. Say Maryland and DC then, because it's a mix of both. But let's not just say DC. I was like, no Beyonce.
So she was just saying DC?
I mean, she only said it one time, but she was like, what's up, DC?
Oh, she should have said DMV.
Yes, I would have accepted that.
Or she could have said like
DC, Maryland, Virginia.
And she could have probably like
somebody just told her to say that.
Yeah, they probably put it doing like a little Philly and probably just
she did a show in Philly, so you don't need to throw them in.
But true, but you
shout them out.
You never,
like I'm not gonna go to a Philly show and expect them to say Baltimore or say whatever.
They should have said New Jersey.
I be in I haven't gone to one, but I do want to go to I do want to go to Philly for somebody's show, but. I wouldn't expect it. But when you come to, even when you're in Baltimore, I think if you don't have a show in DC, you should say both. True. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't have it in both places, Baltimore and DC are coming together.
Yeah. But shout out to Beyonce for spending that $100,000. She spent that shit like it was $2 to me. For keeping the metro up and running. Rolling. For an extra hour due to the rain on Sunday. I feel like FedEx needs to work also on their crowd control. There we go. The bigger the artist, you have to know that you have to make sure things are in place. Because even with my vans and things getting there and trying to get back to the people and all that, I heard it was a shit show out there. Philly was much better transition. And we left from Baltimore to go to Philly and brought them back, and it was nothing like how I was told was going on. So they got to work on their crowd control, their metro system. Everything has to be worked out if you're gonna have a big artist.
What happened? Because when I went,
I think Sunday probably was the worst.
I went Saturday, so I didn't have any issues. Also, I did want to say I think M&T Bank would have been a better stadium to have it at. I'm not
It would
sure
have been better because
what the Booker.
especially
The only thing I can think is that I felt like FedEx does have better parking. Oh, plus it was a game while we were on the way.
well, Nets.
No, the
Soccer?
Orioles.
Oh, Orioles.
So I guess it wouldn't have been able to be there.
She should do that in that stadium. That joint new.
Yeah, and another thing I heard FedEx on Magic Johnson, you gotta update, you gotta upgrade that
Yeah,
thing.
you're gonna have to do something
You have to
because
do
that
something.
is.
That's
Move.
Well, yeah.
It's a possibility.
Well, they need to do something because it's a very. I was like, this is a bad choice, but I did forget that there was, as we were driving there, we saw there was a game here. So, and I don't think they have things at both stadiums at the same time.
And it's a
No,
losing team, so they can't really.
I think that
I'm
also.
sorry. I'm sorry. Who's the losing team?
I can't say the red, whatever, but
No,
the
she's talking
Commanders.
about-
Oh,
she's
the
talking about
Commanders.
She's talking about the Orioles.
Yeah, that's what I was
But I
saying.
think that
The Orioles have
well,
games, so they don't do things at Raven Stadium and Camden Yards
Yeah.
at the same time because they share a parking lot.
they could have planned it better though.
Cherry. Scary.
But I mean, I think also she probably because they was here a couple years ago at M&T. So
I went to that one.
yeah, so
I didn't think were there any problems there.
Yeah, but you gotta give opportunity to the people on the other side of this.
I think they could. I guess it's less moving if you do it in one place. But they could have did Baltimore one day and DC the next.
They could have did too.
yeah, because what the hell she can? All she doing is getting off the
She not
helicopter.
lugging the stuff.
Right, she getting off the helicopter coming through, getting into the traffic, and ain't even no traffic for her. So
Now, what I want some rich person that went to both shows because somebody was like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of designer Brandon Warren, but he was saying he felt like the show was limited because of the rain delay. Because he was
Sunday.
like, it's things he saw from because the footage has been all over. He's like, it's things he saw that wasn't at their show. So I don't know what wasn't at their show, but I also feel like there might have been things that I saw on those previous things that I didn't see Saturday at all.
I don't know.
But I wasn't sure.
I would think that for an artist like that, she would change it up, regardless of wherever she's going. I wouldn't. Me personally, it'd probably be hard, but I would definitely change things up for every city because now it gives a chance for you to go to this place. Oh well, I didn't see that in Philly, so let me go to DC.
Right.
And let me go here because I didn't see that, so I heard about this. So let me, you know what I'm saying? So I think the change up is definitely like
I
Usher
do
shit.
know it's people who went to multiple shows.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But it was a phenomenal show.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
With my friends.
Over there with Beyonce.
Watching the outfits and lack thereof.
Oh, yeah, I seen some outfits. It was a guy in one of the vans who had like a pink ensemble. I said, okay, buddy, with the hat and everything. I was like, okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, camera. No, it wasn't a camera thing, but
It was a Barbie thing.
Kinda, you could go for that, but it was all good, dog. I respect them, them Beehive people don't be playing. So, I'm glad that a lot of people got to go see that person. I heard people was out there paying $1,500 and $5,000 and all type of stuff. So,
Vice President Kamala Harris was there the night we went.
well, that's good.
So she didn't have the rain. A couple of the Housewives of Potomac were there on Sunday. I don't really know if it was a couple. I know Giselle was there, and I saw Cal, who is a hairstylist, was there.
Well, what show was that when Jay-Z was walking through the crowd with Blue? Was that Saturday or Sunday?
I did not see that happen. So
It must have been Sunday.
yes.
They
So
just came out for a second.
so that means they got more than we
He was
got.
walking through, I don't know if he was walking through a seat or what, and they said Solange was taking selfies and all type of stuff out there in the crowd.
Solange had to buy a ticket.
Probably did. I wouldn't put it past how they treat her, but that's crazy.
But yeah, it was a great show. My legs just stopped hurting today.
Congratulations.
You stayed up the whole time?
I did not, but what happened was when we went in and we asked one of the people that worked there, who probably that was their first time being in the stadium, which direction was our seats. They said you can go up the escalator or you can go up. They said you can go up the escalator or you can go up the ramp. I said, hey, Let's go find that escalator.
Yeah, all right.
So we go to walk in the direction she told us of the escalator. There's no escalator.
All right.
So we was just like, all right, walk up the ramp. Now I'm saying to myself, I feel like our seats are where, because we were in the 200. I was like, I saw 200 down there. So we walk up until my leg said, I shall go no further, which I think was almost the top, because there were no exits on the ramp. So we get to almost the top, and they keep going. I was like, no, I'm officially done. And the guy was like, I'll show you where your seats are. Walks us all the way back down the ramp, then basically around the other side of the stadium.
Dang.
And was like, you're right here. So where we came in at is where our seats were.
Dang.
I was like, Marlon was teasing the crap out of me because I could not walk. My legs hurt. And they just recovered today. So I'm finally better. I'm on the mends. And I'm getting ready to celebrate my baby girl's 15th birthday.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep. Yes, my girl is turning 15, and she has been a headache and a half already this week.
15.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Randy. But yeah, so that's me.
It's still Leo season, by the way.
You a Leo?
I am.
When's your birthday?
August 19th.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, you're almost there. You're almost there.
I was like,
Okay, that's what's up. What you got planned? You got any plans?
Shayna got something planned for me. She didn't give me the details. But one of my churches, they already did a welcome for me. The other church, the first one, the White Marsh, they doing a welcome on my birthday, Saturday night.
oh.
So.
Shayna, hit me up. Let's see if we can put something together.
I was about to, no, I won't be here on the 19th. But I'll talk to you about that later. But I'd like to celebrate. Anything else before we move on, y'all?
I do. Well,
Go on.
I got a question.
Well, Eddie got
And it's going to be a pastor question too, but it's going to lead into
You felt it.
it just came into play. So, as a pastor, you guys are not allowed to indulge in any porn or anything?
And we're not allowed to
Like, y'all don't watch porn? It's against y'all thing? Just ask it.
Where did that come from?
Because I have this question in my head.
Like, can they have sex?
That is so right.
So, but I'm just saying, as a pastor, y'all don't watch porn?
It's frowned upon.
Okay, so then it probably doesn't go to you. So, the other day I was in the group and I posted something. Really,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure you're clear. Whatever. So I was in the group and I posted something with this fat dude, right? And he was talking about he go to some website and he books some things, right? So I waited. I was reading the comments, and then somebody I know who, the big homie said, I knew about that site for years. It's amazing that all these people are on there. So then I took that as, it's not weird for me to go ahead and just look. I'm not going to buy a prostitute or nothing like that. But it was a website with a whole lot of prostitutes. And you could just scroll down their pages and see. And you was right. There is an enormous number of people out there who's just prostituting and on this website.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know.
Is it a new website?
No. It's been on there for years.
What is it?
It's called List Crawl.
Oh.
It's in every city. Every city, you can look. I think they even have it in different countries. But you can go in there, and of course, a lot of our rinky-dinky hotels in Baltimore, they are in there heavy.
But I was on there for hours. I ain't gonna lie. I was scrolling down everything. I was like, oh shit.
That's probably TMI.
No,
it's funny though.
It is.
I was shopping for prostitutes.
I looked at shopping. I was just looking.
You would
all
think
day
it's
long.
like that.
Did I miss a part of the question? Why did you ask?
Because I wanted to. I asked to make sure if he could say anything about it or whatever. So I knew.
It was a lead into the conversation.
Oh no, I was wondering, was it a pastor on there or something that?
It got people on there, some working women on there,
50-year-old, 25, whatever. But it's a whole lot of.
What are the price ranges?
They got some in the 60s, 40s. So when you look at it, right?
I'm sticking with Ashley Madison.
I mean, because they really are like them down bottom girls. So we got like you got I don't know their lingo, but it be like you gotta look at that and check their lingo, all type of stuff. Like,
but the interesting part, right, is so as looking at this, I'm like, this is interesting. So, and I was reading what they was writing and shit. I was getting into it, right? Then I was like, a lot of them said no police. So then I got to thinking like, if you ever get one and they go to the police, you in trouble and look crazy as shit. But then like it's another page where you can clean any pictures and go from black girl to white girl. I'm like, oh, that's the police. No. But it was just interesting.
So they ask you because you know you can't. So even like I guess on the street, you can't be a police asking to buy sex. So even on this site, you can't go to them and say, "I want to purchase you," because that's like putting them in like a double jeopardy. Or basically, you can
entrapment.
Entrapment. There you go. So you can't ask me for sex and you're the police.
Well, how do police do things then?
So I don't know. So I think that's why they ask and say, "Are you an officer?" So on there they got like a whole lot of lingo and they
got all types.
It's very interesting. Trust me.
All types of. I seen a little short one.
He was on there for real.
I was. I just kept going. And then I was going to different areas, but I was like in Baltimore, it was all the black girls and shit. Mm-hmm. Annapolis, it was like half black, half white, and other places. It was interesting, but it was like it's mad taboo. But it's like, yo, these dudes. I mean, these people. I mean,
he
really.
Said he likes the new setup.
Hey,
I mean, they definitely risking their life. But even after that, so the other day I got a MacBook from a person, right? And
from a person.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, right? So, anyways, he was setting up my MacBook, and I felt like he knew something was odd because he put my phone to the account, right? And he was like, "Oh, listen, watch your browser from your phone sync up to this." And I was like, I was stressing on, and he just kept wanting to go deeper and deeper. And I was like, if this word pull this joint up, and he got all this prostitute stuff, he gonna look at me wild, yo. And I'm talking about, he was invasive. He was like, oh, yeah, even your picture synced up. And he was scrolling on my, I'm like, yo, bro, that's a violation. You don't know what's in there.
Damn.
But I felt like we was doing, like, my eyes was glued to that screen when he was going through the, showing me the internet. I was like, all right, we good. Yeah. And he just kept going. I was like, yeah, it works. It looked good. It looked good. I was like, yo, this dude, hold up. This joke that I'm looking at this page, he gonna call this people's up like, this dude over here just buying prostitutes all day. But I mean, that was just crazy.
It's an interesting site though, to be honest. Like,
I suggest y'all do it. Just go there.
Sometimes I work
not on my computer.
Sometimes I work at I do security. So
I'm reading the comments.
I just started this new security gig, and I was down there at the Penthouse Club.
Oh, you was getting jobs like that? So I might as well be in security.
So I went over there,
Normal Jeans,
and I just was thinking like, what makes a person? I ain't gonna just call out women, but what makes a person want to show their body, sell their body? Like for the list crawl ladies, or for strippers. Mm-hmm. And I know that part, but what makes you go to that extreme?
I keep telling everybody.
They got Uber Eats.
I'm a couple paychecks away from cocaine.
Cocaine is different.
Or something else that I want.
Cocaine is different.
Something that starts with the P and ends with the Y.
That's different. But I'm just saying, like, at what point now the list crawl girls, a lot of them probably they like fucking like this is it. This is what it is. But like
it was all types.
I was looking at some of them girls when they're at a strip club, and they're like, one of them looked like she could be like a lawyer. Like she was just getting off, like, okay, all right. She went to her nice little Mercedes and and I was like,
easy money for them.
Okay, easy money, right? But I think you got to be there on a certain type of day because Monday was tornado watch. Monday night, like anybody was coming in here. Like, what y'all doing in here?
So this is like it shows you the places to go to, and the prostitutes are just there.
Oh, the list girl?
Oh, yeah. It's in-house, out call.
Oh, he was really researching.
Yo, I was reading it, yo. I was reading it.
Oh, he was really researching.
The crazy part, right, is I liked some of what the people was writing. Some people, and I felt like some people was dirty, some people was nasty. Then when you click a little deeper, they got the extra pictures
with the videos.
And let me tell you, man, there was this one lady. She was like 50. She had a little fro. I mean, booty was crazy, but that shit was crazy. And her room was dirty as shit. I was like, number one, yo, you can't put those kind of pictures up in your room nasty. I'm talking about consistently nasty. And I mean, it was a
and
whole.
Also, I think a lot of truckers because it be
we okay with truckers?
Yeah, because
they
a lot
like
of be at the like the restaurant. I mean, like the hotel that's by
Dress Up.
That one, but the old loafers. You know that hotel that's over. You might not know. The hotel that's by the old loafers.
Yeah.
That
Motel 6.
Yeah, that raggedy one.
And the Motel 6 on North Avenue. I bet that was on that.
Probably the one that's on Security Boulevard, back behind the one you go there. So they got places like that where it's like quick to highway.
I used to do security at the Motel 6 by the loafers.
Oh, for real?
That's the hotel.
What we talking about? I know you probably had some nights.
It's not it, bro. It is not it.
No, you had some nights in there.
That was
But I mean, that joint, I suggest just to see what it is. You should go there and scroll to some of them. And then, I watched people, it felt like they was beefing with other people because it was like, we real over here, these new pictures and stuff like that.
Really got into it.
I did. I was reading.
I think he purchased something.
No. It would be awkward. Number one, I'm married.
Mullen said he appreciates your research. And he's married. So I think he purchased something.
I did not purchase it.
Marlon, check it out.
You got a lot of information. Don't tell my husband.
See what's going on there.
Would you mind him looking at the thing? It's just... Yes.
Why are you always trying to save them? Don't save them. What
it's not saving.
Would
you be upset?
To save them.
Would you be upset?
Me? Hey.
Would you be upset if he was on the website looking at stuff? Just looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
research purposes.
But would your wife be upset that you were on there?
I mean, I just say it, so
we'll see next Wednesday.
Probably not.
Shamika, please let us know how you feel.
Shit, we were there for hours. Shit, what was shit?
She wasn't home.
See?
What was it? Alcohol? He doesn't even know. Alcohol. Alcohol. God damn.
No, I was just reading along. It's a good read, yo.
Good read while you're on the toilet.
Just sitting there like, okay. This person was like, she looked too good to be real. I'll pay $150. No, I'm just joking.
I ain't telling it all now.
I told y'all.
It would be awkward.
He bought it.
So let me ask you this. What would be awkward between them? You already know what it is that you booking a girl, as we had this conversation before about flying out and all this shit. What would be the difference between them? You already know it's guaranteed. You know what you're getting. You know what's happening, and this is what it is.
But
compared to,
look, there's been a lot of dicks in these bras.
But look, also them too though.
Maybe, but it's the mystique about it.
Man,
it's the mystique. Lie, tell me your version. It's okay. But I know that random dudes.
Who you dated in your 20s, 30s, or 40s? Well, not 40s.
I was engaged to one.
Oh, okay. So she told you.
No.
All I'm saying is, you go on the list crawl. You like on Amazon.
Yo, you can't even get no straight. Like,
but it's like Amazon. Then you booking a girl and maybe she bluff you out, like we've seen in a lot of these people who film stuff. You fly them out to this, that, and the third, and they show up and they don't do nothing for you.
So,
but you get herpes.
So because of trust issues, we as guys, we would turn down the idea of having one lady and having access to this one lady and go after a whole bunch of ladies that don't belong to us.
I don't know. Y'all gotta answer that question.
I mean, I don't think anybody was going after it. It's just the mystique about it. I'm not fixing my pockets to pay for some of JJ. It was just the fact that they.
If you were single, would you do it?
No, because I mean, first of all, you have to worry about the health risk.
That's with anybody.
It's a difference. It's
really not.
What he's saying is that in this group said he was single and he was researching this group. In this group, you already know that this particular group is already out there.
Yeah, it's a
so
high
it's not
possibility.
even a question mark. It's not even a question mark. That's what he's saying.
But how do I know my coworker who I was
Hey,
trying to
Sheree.
date or whatever the case may be, or maybe as you all have the church people, you go in there. How I know that one ain't got a high body count or STDs,
But it's
church or work.
It's like going to a store. I can go. I know that she gave me that, and I can go back. I see her on Tuesday, and I'm gonna have some words or whatever with her. This girl, she going in the wind. She going in the wind, yo. Like she was sloppy toppy. The next thing you bumping up looking crazy. You can't go back and have them words. Like,
I understand, but it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, because vice versa, men or women. If you go out there and you on this site, or if you're on Baltimore Street, or if you're on Gwen's Falls, or wherever you find these young ladies of the night at, and you went and you picked them up, or you online purchased them, whatever it may be. But then you was at work and you had your nice little work wife or whatever it may be, you dating this girl, and she gave you whatever it may be. It's all in the same
but
right?
I would feel like I had a better chance at the work one not giving me that, because we've had conversations. We've probably been talking for a little while. Now, back in the day with the one night stands, he was gambling.
It sounds like it's going back to trust. For you, Kutch, it says it's trust. Period.
It's all
about trust.
It's all in it. I mean,
and she telling you, I don't. Just imagine. She might have took like 5 dicks already that day.
How you know your coworker ain't take 5 dicks that day?
Because we've been together 8 hours. And
Okay.
And I had
what about her day off?
Let me tell you, that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Right.
I've done a lot of things at work. I do have a question though. So when we were talking about Gilbert Arenas, okay, and there are people who agree. I'm not saying it was in this room because I don't remember our conversation, but there are people who agree that it's cheaper to just go ahead and pay for some than to settle down in a relationship. Are they going to these sites to buy, or does that mean I just got this friend? It's easy to give her $250.
I think with Gilbert Arenas and those type of guys, it's easier for them because, say I'm out and everybody knows I'm a celebrity.
That was before your time, Mo.
I'm a celebrity, so I'm with my homeboys. So I say, hey, Pastor, go ahead and holler at that girl till I want her number. Because trust and believe, 2 weekends ago, I was at a party. We were doing transportation for H. Franks, whatever. And the guy who be across the street, what's his name? Tech.
You asking me?
Yeah, that was his guy's name. We across the street. We say his child go to your daughter's school. The rapper guy.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
So he was across the street, and he was at the pool party. So, them girls was all flocking around him. Okay, I'm just here for my money. I don't know what y'all doing. So he give such and such guy get my number for you. You go get that one my number. So it's like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you some type of celebrity status, whatever.
You're gambling.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but true. But you tell that one to go get that number. So
you don't have to do a website per se.
You don't got to do a website. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. I think those things are easier for like people coming in and out of town. You know what I'm saying? Or people who might be like in a relationship that ain't going right or whatever it may be. So you know, like the person who I got the information from, he was just like, man, fuck that shit.
He was nasty.
I mean, I don't know his background, but the person who gave me the information was just like, man, fuck me. Like, I ain't about to deal with no arguing or dealing with this, that, and the third. I'm just gonna go on this site right here, pay my little $40 and keep moving. I was like, oh, wow.
Yo, that's
I thought it was crazy at first. I'm like, you're lying. Then I looked at it like, oh wow, this shit is real.
It was like the Patasco flea market of hoes.
It is.
Versus going to the mall and getting some Gucci shit.
I mean, it is because in the way that if y'all go in there, just people just go in there to look, just to do a
see what the other side's looking like.
Just not even to see like
what's
the
like. Name again?
Let's
go. Let's not go here.
I'm not going. Oh. God, calm down. Okay. Because you said it like 3 times too.
Okay.
Just go in there to see like let's crawl. And you just see like the different, like how they advertise themselves. It'd be like, what the fuck? Like, you ain't got no type of proof of nothing. Like,
face on the pictures.
They don't give a damn about nothing. Like, they don't like you said, their room. They don't care. Like, every people in their little hotel room. And, you know, like you said, the one that the security for. A lot of people live in them type of joints. And that's what they selling it.
And that's where they settle in.
Yeah, that's
even though they paying night by night, they live there.
Yeah,
They live there. Yeah.
So, you know,
I seen something that just didn't look cleanly.
And that could be another thing. That might be how they're paying for to live at these places every night.
Hey, Patrick.
but yeah, I mean, I just be wondering like what makes a person get. You know, I mean, I guess you know
How much would you pay?
It's different things though.
If
Well,
If you want to go
a
in,
bad one.
if you want to go into a hutch, it's different things. You know, low self-esteem.
mhm.
You know, some women, men may get what's the word I'm looking for?
Pleasure?
Or no, just like want to show their body off.
I didn't mean it like.
No,
Because
I was
they've been
thinking about
touched.
something else with the
Because
site.
they've been touched before, they get, you know, they want to showing off their body and stuff like that.
Yo, on the site they keep it real. You know, sometimes us men like to be finessing and act like we take a long time. Lord, Shorty had 15-minute price.
He did the research for real. Yo, he was there for a long. How many hours were you on there?
I mean,
You
maybe
said.
a good morning time I was bored. And I see you comment. I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
15 minutes, $40, fucking an hour. Then somebody was like, we stayed a whole night. I'm like, fuck, we need you to stay a whole night for?
They wanted the cuddle.
No,
They wanted the whole package.
That's a little bit too much. Like,
And they were acronyms that I didn't know. And I was like, shit, I don't know nobody that asks these damn acronyms. So I
Do you remember any of them?
no, but I don't know.
oh, he about to get out his phone. Oh,
Did
he's
you
But it's
Google
not.
it?
No, I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm saying like.
No, I
I'm
mean,
of the age when I don't
I had no
recognize the
one
acronym. I'm like, well, what does this mean?
I had no one to talk to, and I didn't figure like Googling it. But I was like, what does this mean?
Put
Oh,
in
they
the
said-
chat.
Bear? What'd you say?
Put in-
bear.
I know what a bear
You know
is.
what bear is?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that one, but it was like other shit. And I
Yeah,
was like,
okay. So see now that right there. Why would I go onto this site? As you said, she could have had 5 dicks before me and go bear.
sometimes,
Yo.
pause, no funny stuff. Sometimes when somebody get hard, they mind just go. So,
That's like what is the charge you get when you know you about to kill a motherfucker? You get to their house, you shoot their head.
Premeditated.
That's premeditated. You know that you're supposed to bring that condom with you. Because I went on this site and I picked this one right here. I picked number 3, and I have purchased this one. And I went to
I
say
purchased this one.
in call, out call, and she came to me or I came to her, and I didn't show up what I needed to. That's premeditated because you're murdering yourself.
The cold has been
And
listening.
also, you know,
It has.
that's another thing. Would you ever? Well, first of all, especially in urban areas, anywhere actually, would you feel safer doing a out call or in call?
In call with my gun.
So you go to her place.
In call.
Wait a minute, what
That
is
could
it
be a
called?
setup.
My house.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, in call with my.
But then they can come back and rob it later after they done seen the layout.
If you come to my house, every single camera's in that thing.
I would do an in call, but somewhere else.
Oh, they
Like
said.
at a
Oh, and they have cars.
A hotel that I actually would
You can do
be
cars.
caught dead in, but not a motel.
Oh, you be
That's
at a real hotel, like.
Yeah.
Some wanted cars.
I don't-
Then, oh my God. Then you can tell the baby mamas.
He was really on this thing.
I was reading. It was.
I'm telling you, I feel like a purchase was made. Like
The purchase wasn't made.
Look, it's not fair because you told him that you said that 3 times. You said that 4 times. The person
He told me
said
that.
Yeah.
He told me that on the website on his laptop for us.
I can't see what you do. But anyway,
I do the same thing every week. He know damn well I wasn't
I'm
going
there.
on the website. I'm going to lose the whole link if I try to go on the website.
Yo.
I am
Anyway.
saying, with the list of information is given, I made a purchase,
no.
or I'm feeling y'all out before I make a purchase.
I'm not gonna
That's
make
all
it.
I'm saying.
It's dangerous.
Who gave the amount though? How much
Well-
would y'all spend?
Marlon, come get her. She not listening to me, bro.
And he been giving directives all day. I told him my husband
Let me
home and my
say
daddy dead.
If you go onto a site like this, there's no need for you to spend over $40.
But can't you just do that on Facebook?
With who?
And probably a little safer, like he would like. Wait a minute, who
It-
wanted the safety factor?
It wouldn't
You,
be
right?
safer because you don't know the Facebook person either.
I'm saying you pick somebody that you know. You don't mean to tell me it ain't somebody Like, let's be real honest. I'll take you
Oh,
off
your
the
kids
table.
ain't got no food.
No, you good. You good.
I mean, there's people out there who live in a big
It's
life.
like, I think every person on earth has somebody that they could be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep with this
These are
person.
one of the, this cross situation. This is obviously an alternative to what I talked about before, and just having one lady at home for the guys. But this is what I'm saying, like with all these alternative options, such as this one. Let's use this for example. Is this really like, as you think about all the, ins and out of it and all this stuff?
No,
is
it's not
this
working.
really so much better than having?
So let me tell you something.
A partner.
I feel like
I feel not having a partner. I just feel like, is it just because I'm a female? I don't think it's a female thing. I think I could go on Facebook, flirt with somebody for a minute, and get a health exam.
Y'all are
from
easier.
them before.
You all are easier. It's so many ladies who I've talked to who have said, all these guys be in my inbox but have nothing to offer. Ain't nobody in my fucking inbox.
Ain't nobody in mine.
Ain't nobody flying.
So what I'm saying is,
My
it's
sister
easier.
told me why people don't be in mine though.
I don't know.
She said every other post that comes out of my mouth is about my husband and my child.
Oh, but it's so many women out there who have men listed on their inbox trying to get at them. For a man, it's harder. Women don't jump in those inboxes. So
We don't. We have other ways to shoot our shot.
Right, but what I'm saying for you saying Facebook, right? What I say for the list cross situation, I think it's more of because people are cheating regardless. However y'all want to carry it, however y'all want to say it, married people are cheating, people in relationships are cheating, however y'all want to say it. But I feel like list crawl is an easier way for people who like coming out of town. Truck drivers.
It's convenient.
It's very convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A guy, he's just, I'm fed up with my woman right now. I want to get some head. Let me go on this thing real quick. Boom, 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 boom.
Or you can fulfill your fantasy. You get your little midget.
That too.
Pause. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Small person. Tiny.
Yes, little person.
Little
I
person.
don't know.
You can get your big person. You get your scrawny person. You can.
But
It's like it's buying.
It is buying.
It's like buying a car. You pick it out. You say, "Hey, this is shiny."
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing. So when we talked about the Gilbert Arenas thing and how what Gilbert Arenas is saying is it's cheaper to do this way, and in the long run, I could just go this and I pay this and I got it already. I've been on both sides of it or whatever like that. So there was a time where I
wish I could make that face.
everybody lean back like
Throw the head up right now. We need a signal right now.
What I mean by being on both sides of it, I've been single before. And
Okay.
what I'm saying about being single is like trying to call and see what lady I'm gonna hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Versus,
I feel like I'd rather do that than to go on some website with people in
I would too. But no, I
hotels.
was comparing being married and being single or whatever.
I mean, I feel Gilbert Arenas. I think what he's saying is instead of having to probably split his wealth,
and it's a little different for Gilbert Arenas because he's a celebrity and
Right.
he has so much.
to
or whatever.
split his wealth.
He is who he is.
So let's say he gets married, right? It goes south. She wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Facts.
Now I got to give all my shit up.
Facts.
Half of it, my money, da. But she wasn't with me at the bottom while I created all this thing.
Even if he was to do a prenup or whatever,
They still get some of the
deal.
deal.
She would still leave with something.
Yeah.
So I get what you're
So
saying.
I think I understand what he's saying. I'd rather look. Let me go ahead and buy such and such a bag. Let me go ahead and take her to dinner. Boom, boom, boom. I'm Gilbert Arenas. I'm a
Because
celebrity.
of that-
It's easier for
Nah,
him.
he said he
Because
don't
of-
have to buy. He just paid $250 for it. He
Because-
don't have to buy a bag.
Because of that argument
Don't
you
have
just
to
gave
pay
me, you
for
telling me that many guys out there would just do that for the rest of their lives. What Gilbert Arenas
There's
said.
a lot of guys. Let me say something. Marriage is not for everybody.
I
Pastor.
agree with that. I'm not trying to push it on everybody.
Yeah,
I'm just having a conversation.
Yeah, it ain't for everybody.
I think that there are people that I don't know any because I don't know anybody in his tax bracket. But I do think there are people who are just like I want to fuck. I don't want to be in a relationship.
Respect.
I think Patrick, we are. So, if
My
anybody
father-
else just tuning in, we are talking about List Crawl, website where you can buy prostitutes.
But
Go ahead.
Pussycat. My father, God rest his soul, after him and my mother got a divorce, and this was a young age for me, before 10, I'm sure. My father never got with nobody else. He, in his apartment, he worked. I'm sure he has some little chicks on the side, but this is the life that he chose to live. So I'm sure there's people out there who just say, "Look, I'm gonna live this lonely life." And I'm sure if he knew about a list crawl, it probably would have been an easier thing for him as well. I mean, I'm just saying.
Not we putting dad on this card. No.
I'm
There's
just
probably
saying.
a lot of dads on this cross.
Of course. Because, let me tell you something. Again, working at this place, you see all type of people come in. The people that you never even, like, what the fuck? What is this old ass man here doing at this time of night? You know what I'm saying? So, when you look at certain things, and we might not be in the light of that nightlife or that whatever, or as they used to call it back in the day, the back page life or the dark web. We might not be in that era, so we don't know what's happening out there. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what people are going through. We don't know that, hey, at night I'm lonely, so let me hit this thing right here because I know somebody is up and they're selling that thing.
Why go to the strip club when you can pay that $40 to get that gun?
Why not just buy a pocket vagina?
That's probably
with that
different.
money.
It's different.
It's safer.
It is. That is
That's
the
some
thing.
safe sex.
So another quick question. I know y'all have to think outside the box for this. And realistically,
Is this a question about sex?
no.
Oh.
You shouldn't think out the box for sex. You should just do it. Not just playing. But
Okay. All right. I
Okay.
challenge y'all on that
No,
thing.
no. But yeah, how much do you think you have to make in this city to consider yourself a local celebrity? And let's be real with the money. Because every drug dealer...
I don't think money necessarily makes somebody
It's
celebrity.
not money.
Because we have
Okay, like followers, like...
we have dudes that rap in the city that's celebrities and they not.
It's the hype. It's the who
Popularity.
knows who.
Mhm.
I'm at every club. I'm at every party. I'm buying every bottle.
So you can be broke and be a celebrity.
You can be.
I mean,
You
there
know
are
me.
there are literally A and B list celebrities that are broke. So you can definitely be a local celebrity.
Z-listers, as I always say. But at this party, with that pool party, it was a lot of.
That was a bitty party?
It was for H. Franks. It was a lot of Ferraris, a lot of Lambos, a lot of Rolls. And let me say something. If I owned a Rolls Royce, I'm not having 10 people, 20 people get in my Rolls Royce. I'm sorry, that's not that type of car. So people are renting these vehicles to stunt. They are getting these fake chains to stunt. So when you say money, it's not a money thing. It's about a popularity thing. So even if you're a dope boy, yeah, a dope boy, they out there making their money. But when you go to this section, how many people's in this section? And we all putting our money together.
That actually got money. How many of them got money?
And then we putting our money together to get this 3 bottles.
Right.
I
It's
think
20
that-
people in the section and 1 bottle.
I think that I would like to be a driver for premium events.
Man,
This is premium events.
Patrick said it's your personality that makes you a hood star.
You gotta get out there and meet with the people though. You gotta be on the scene. And that's one thing that I feel like if I wanted to be on the scene, I would be out there with my flyers and every party. I would be like, I don't know if y'all know him, but the flower guy. The flower guy that's in every single club in Baltimore. He is very known. He's an older Middle Eastern guy. For them, yes. He's the flower guy. He goes into every club with flowers and he sells his flowers. A lot of people know this guy.
Well, I need to get a lot of flyers out.
Not flyers, flowers.
Flowers.
I know. I'm just saying, you can say you be every club.
I mean, I would be, but see, I don't want to be on the scene. As you see in Baltimore City, where we just had a murder last week. If you are known, they will kill your ass.
Patrick said money makes you a hood target.
See? Now, I don't know the person personally, but look, Lil Scooter, Trues, his manager. I mean,
His manager got killed too?
Trues, yeah.
I don't know.
So,
Young Dog.
I mean, but Young
what you're really trying to say is we should never make it from this podcast because we might go downstairs
and somebody might be down there for you.
If we make it, we still gonna be here.
Yes,
That's a
we're gonna
off
paint
camera
this and say the shop.
It's an off camera discussion.
It's gonna be.
I just
Not here.
feel like people
We can't
say it all
even
the
hear at
time.
this level.
When you get out, I mean, when you make it, leave your city. I don't care what city it is. People say it all the time. Leave your local city.
I agree, because I don't like when people say that Baltimore hates. It's not a Baltimore thing.
No, it's all over.
When you go to other cities and they're big time, so like they hate on like there are people who put their city on for real.
You gotta be mid-level, not popping.
You gotta be Tabitha Brown to be like.
Man,
Otherwise, somebody's gonna find a reason to hate you. And hell, even Wendy Williams found the reason to hate that woman.
they're gonna hate you. So you know, at the end of the day,
I mean, I would say
it ain't money though.
I would say they killed Jesus. Of course, they don't have a problem hating us.
Good
But
transition.
apparently, you can't say things like that.
I mean, it's true.
So, however,
His homeboys
that is
portrayed him.
that is apparently considered. Did you look it up?
No, not the Jewish.
And Randy logged off.
Yeah, I'll get back.
Apparently, it is a Jewish trope.
I don't
to
want to
say
say much 'cause
that.
I don't want to get canceled.
But I was like, I didn't even think it was I had to listen to another podcast to find out all the information on it because I saw Jamie Foxx post. I said exactly and then I saw somebody else report Jennifer Aniston, Jamie Foxx under Target because of anti-Semitic posts, and I was like, well, what? No, it was like Jamie Foxx apologized. It said both of them apologized. So I'm like, well, what the hell, Jamie did that quick? Nigga, you still recovering.
Yo.
And I was like, I said, all I saw was that one post. And then I saw a reporter, let me tell the whole story. I saw a reporter say that, and like he issued his apology, which I get his apology. If you don't know something, you don't know it. None of us knew that was a Jewish trope. I thought white people, black people, I thought all people said it if you believed in Christ. But basically, Jennifer Aniston got in trouble for liking the post. So now it's crazy. But so I'm like, do we say it? Do we gotta stop saying it? Is it?
Yeah, you can't say shit these days. Some Neo is under fire now too. About
I guess
some
what
shit.
his was about.
I think something with the LGBT. He can't. But my thing is this. I don't know who. I think Tobias when he sent me this the other day. It was just like a little reel. Oh, you eating that hot dog? Oh, pause. Oh, you about to do this? Oh, pause. Like, men can't do nothing these days.
Yeah.
You can't speak on stuff these days. You can't talk to this person. So what do we just need to be in a bubble? I mean, what's going on? You can't say nothing.
Well, we can't call ourselves women.
That too. Y'all not women, or you're not born, whatever.
It seems like a way just to hold us down, and it's just weird. But also, the thing about that, the Jamie Foxx thing, is like, in the culture, mad rappers have said that. Oh, they even killed Jesus. Now, all of a sudden, the other people just taking offense just because, you know, it's
you know how many stuff that was said back in the day?
Yeah.
Even like, and I know y'all hate this guy, Robert, but there was people before Robert that was talking about young girls and fucking young girls. Elvis, Belle Biv DeVoe, Ronald.
I don't like that.
A whole bunch of people was talking like this before Robert. So even with that, now you can't do this, you can't do this. Now you can't talk about Jesus. Now you can't talk about a woman being a woman.
Patrick said, but he can be called, I don't know how to blank this out. It's on YouTube. But he can be called the N-word 300 times by a white boy in a movie because it's a movie, it's okay.
But you want to know why Patrick is okay? And for all the people out there, thank you. We let it happen. So while we talking about that letting it happen, God bless Montgomery, Alabama. God bless Montgomery, Alabama. Now, I know that it's going to be the big hype for the week. By the time next week come rolling, the memes is going to be done because they already started with,
I hope they're done.
What's his name? Tory and everything. So, you know, things are starting to slow down a little bit. For the people who's late to it, they still posting their memes and their, how you say, GIFs or whatever they're posting. But God bless Montgomery, Alabama, and I feel like if you see your brother or sister, I don't care, white, black, brown,
And that's what I was just
different.
gonna say. I don't condone violence. I don't.
Yeah,
condone
we don't condone
division.
it.
I don't condone division. But regardless of what was said, the guy was in trouble, and he didn't deserve for all of them to jump on him like that.
No.
So if you see your brother and sister in danger, like you said,
But this happens all the time.
Yes.
And besides those people that came to help him in his aid, it still was people that was filming. So that happens all the time.
That happens all the time. But what usually happens is nobody helps; they just be filming.
Well, in the defense of the filming, actually, never mind.
Those are
But I was gonna
documentaries.
say, weren't most of those people on the boat that was filming?
I don't know. This side over here was confused. You know, this side over here. So the girl who had the how they call her, the special commentator girl, that side was waiting to get onto the boat. This side over here, where the boat was coming in, they were on the boat. So you had people who was filming, who was there waiting, and you had people who was on the boat trying to get off. But it's no way that they should have. I'm glad they did come to his rescue because again, this happens all the time.
Patrick said, I got chairs for sale. And he asked the question that I want to ask y'all. What would you do if you were there?
To be honest, I probably would have just watched because, as we've seen, people were getting locked up. We don't know if they made bail. We don't know if, what happened in their circumstances when they got to the jail. It's different as a black person versus a white person, and you in this country town going to jail. Them white people, they all right. They gonna come out. How we know them brothers and sisters got out?
Yeah, why our instincts would have kicked in and we were like, well, it's a black person getting jumped. Before you add color to it, it's a person getting jumped or whatever, and it's more on this side and more than that side. But then you add the black to it, so your instincts want to have you jump in. But like you said, you got to think about all the scenario, everything that's going on.
What can you lose? Now I seen a couple of older folks out there, and I know they had time and they probably had their pension and they probably did their thing, and there was a couple of older folks out there throwing them blows, and they might
They was what made the police come in.
right.
Because it was the older folks with the
Well,
chairs.
you gotta
Right.
remember where you are, because we all said what we would have did on
Alabama.
Instagram and Facebook. But in Alabama,
That's
you're in a different place.
that's a different
like being in
situation.
Florida. That ain't what you want.
Thank
I
God
think
nobody
worse
got
than being in
shot.
Florida.
Florida's crazy too right now too.
Isn't that where
the
Martin Luther
census.
King got killed?
So,
Somebody got killed.
y'all watch. Is what I'm saying.
Trayvon Martin.
I don't know if I would.
Not
I think I
Florida.
would be on the phone calling the police. Like
I'm talking about Alabama.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like it's
Yeah.
damn if you do, damn if you don't. If we would have ran down there,
What would y'all do?
if I would have ran down there and got into it and got locked up,
Who gonna pay your bill? They revoke your
And then the whole thing
how you
about
make
it
a
is,
living.
the whole thing
You gotta
about
have
it
a
is
gun.
the reason why it's so significant is because it was an African American male getting jumped by a whole bunch of Caucasian folks. So, and with the place where they're at, they're in Alabama. So to say we would have been in Alabama and jumped in that's a lot. That's a lot.
okay. So if you was
I
down
mean,
the
I'm not
hall,
knocking anybody for not doing it. I'm thankful for the people that did because the alternative is they could have killed them. So
Yeah,
it would have been
right.
a whole different thing. So I'm thankful for the people that are willing. I personally, as a female, I wouldn't have jumped. I'm not going to jump into a bunch of men fighting. But what I do like, and I can't say if I would have, I probably would have stepped in at this point. It was men fighting, and the white women jumped in.
now, they should have minded their
Now,
business, but you know
I'm
how they
just
get
gonna
down.
pull
though.
you and sit. I'm gonna sit on you because I'm not a fighter.
You know, them white country
I'm
girls is
gonna
different.
bump you into the water or something because I'm not a fighter. But I'm just saying I'm thankful for the people that are, because it is a sacrifice to make that decision. But I'm thankful that somebody did because it could be a totally different story that don't have a bunch of funny memes to go with it.
I think that what should have happened was, I guess because they were fighting, but the first guy who ran down should have just pulled his brother up
Right.
and then took him to the side, called the police, and they could have reported the situation.
In the eyes of the law, they're gonna say those people who went to that boat actually provoked the fight again. So
I don't think so.
the fight
what
was
it looked like.
over. Then they went to the boat and started another fight. That's what they're gonna say. The law don't be playing like it. It don't
I
have
know what.
emotion.
Okay, I know what part you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I said the first guy who came down the ramp, he should have just tried to pull his brother up and took them off to the side.
Patrick said if it was just two of them fighting, no one would have jumped in.
But it was a group from that one guy.
Wait a minute.
And you have to think about
one-on-one, I'm watching.
They let
3 or 4
Trayvon
brothers. I'm jumping
murder
in.
go unjustly. Like,
You don't hear me reading these comments?
Stand my ground.
Okay. I was reading the comments. And if black people would have done it, we would have been called thugs, gangsters, and so on. I agree. And somebody called all them white people that too. I saw that.
But we still being called thugs and gangsters. Regardless of how it is, because at the end of the day, this is what happens. We have a whole week of memes. Whole week of celebrations. Rah, rah, hoo, hoo. Yeah, bragging, bro. We got our brother out of there. But come this weekend, every city in America, 10 gunned down. 5 gunned down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we are still looking as terrible because we came to defense of this brother. Then look at what happens if we all stick together.
That's why when we make a big fuss about a Black Lives Matter and a white killing black or whatever, they're quick to use a response by saying, well, black kill black. They always respond with that.
But my response to that is typically white people kill white people. Asians, when they kill Asians. Unless it's some reason that you're out of that area. Like, when you do the statistics, that's what you find that those murders happen within your community. So that's how I combat that whole black on black crime.
I think the best thing that came out of it is the fact that they found out that the family has a store and they put them on blast, and hopefully people will not mess with that store. Hopefully people won't go there and kill their money.
So let me tell you something about that. We had an incident over here in a small town called like White Marsh, Nottingham, wham, in that area. We have a situation like that, right? A guy named Vince. He had some derogatory, racist remarks, and
I thought that was Essex.
Yeah, up that way.
The one with the red thing.
Up that way. Essex, White Marsh, Nottingham, whatever in that area, right? We had a guy named Vince. All this craziness going on, but guess what? We thought it was going to stop their money because we was out there, hey, ho, hey, don't buy the crabs, blah, 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 blah. But while they filming that, you got black people still going into the crab place because they swear they got the best crabs in the town. They had to go and get those crabs from that place.
Also, the thing about that is, I don't think that those black people that still went in were going to make or break their save their business. But what happens is when we boycott them, they turn up. So it's just like how in politics, everybody make all these jokes about Biden and don't like them, this, that, and the third. People don't like Trump, but Republicans are going to turn up for their party. So if that man is able to run, while we all like, you know what, because I've said it, I was like, if I have to vote for the two of them, I'm just not voting. Like, I don't feel like people in their 70s should be able to run for president. But if we say that and we don't show up, they still turning up. And they're not writing in another person. So when we boycott that crab place, it was like, okay, we going to buy bushels upon bushels now. We're going to make sure he stays in business. And if we don't buy crabs this week, we're going to donate money to make sure it stays afloat.
The donation thing.
That is the thing that we are missing.
So whatever store they got going on, trust and believe, this shit will blow past.
And their customer base probably wasn't black anyway.
They don't give a goddamn. It is
what they need is to go to jail. That's what they need.
But I believe they said these are all misdemeanor crimes, so ain't nothing gonna happen.
Speaking of crimes,
I think that should have been. I think for the first set of people, that should have been more than a misdemeanor. You can call it hate crime. You can call it.
I know that you would call it a hate crime.
Yeah, but you gotta understand now. Okay,
where we're at.
It would have been a hate crime if nobody jumped on them other white people. If it was just all the white people jumping on that white man, now we could have had Mr. Crump come in and we could have slice this thing up and fry this thing up in a different type of way. But what happened? The boy jumped in the water. Aquaman. They don't call him man. They call him Aquaman. Like he's from where he from? What's his name? Hard out here for a pimp. Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Cheers that they helped him out. That shit got a little. It's funny still, but the shit got a little crazy towards the end. Cheers and the old.
I mean, because the thing is, the police were there the whole time. They said there were reports that the police was there. It was when they pulled out that chair, and I think the last woman he hit was already on the ground. That's when he.
Yeah, she showed
Now
up.
I do say I feel like
He was cracking.
like when I watch football. Shout out to football season being back. I get mad at a lot of penalties because I be like, when you in motion, it's hard to stop. Like you gonna hit somebody that you wasn't. That it was already called or whatever. You should have stopped. But the momentum that you going at, you can't stop. So when you already in the fight, you don't necessarily know. You just going with it.
I think he was on the interview, and I think he said he
Molly
just blacked out.
Patrick said he did. Patrick said that's his hero, but he did say he blacked out.
He blacked out. So
I mean,
watching from a spectator point of view, I feel like more people should have got thrown in the water. That would excite me more. I'm sorry, just like that.
I think the ass whooping. I just the part that I like is the young boy swimming. Again, y'all, we don't promote violence. We're not advocates for violence.
I would
If this was a movie,
But
I would like to say personally,
that black boy, that little young boy jump in that water, and then I also like, when the guys when they was coming, it was like the cavalry was coming, and they started doing that little skip run. When they did that skip run, you knew that shit was about to be. Ain't no we turning back now. They had their shirts off.
It's get good.
Yeah. That's like what the hell?
I want to know what the conversation was like before they went down there.
That's what I want to know.
This probably gonna bite me in the butt sometime in my campaign to meet Diddy. I do condone violence when it's necessary. I am so tired of saying I don't condone violence, but because also when you use the word "but" in there, you have negated everything that you just said. So I would just rather say I condone some violence.
Would this get?
If somebody is being attacked and there's nobody there to stop it, then the violence is necessary.
Oh, it definitely was.
So I'm not going to say I don't condone violence. There are times where I do. If you touch me, I'm going to run you over.
Will this get a Hallmark or Lifetime movie?
Maybe a Lifetime movie, but
Probably
Stevie, I don't know if you ever heard of Hallmark. We don't do that.
Everybody get a Tubi
We do
movie.
love stories and.
I want to know what the conversation like. Somebody gonna be a star. I think they should hire the dude that used to be on The Chi. He need to be on there.
The one who got fired for sexual abuse or assault.
It'd be good for him.
Speaking of The Chi,
I
anybody
follow
watch The
him.
Chi?
I did.
You watch The Chi?
No, but y'all can talk about it. I gotta get my Fire Stick game up. So
Did you watch it? We don't gotta talk about it. I just got one question. I need to know, why do you think he killed that boy?
Well, I think it was more disrespect.
The probably ain't dead, is he?
Because they were playing cards?
No, he was chewing the gum. And he said, yo,
You know what?
you chewing too loud. And he looked back like basically like, what the fuck?
I missed that. Okay. It all makes sense then. Because I hate hearing people pop down.
So I haven't watched The Chi since they got rid of my man.
Really?
I mean, we stopped paying for his shit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was part of the reason. But
So you support sexual assault. Okay.
call it what you want, whatever. I mean, I like Buck Reed as a person. But anyway.
As a person, you are making it worse.
Whatever, dude. But anyway.
Hey, I support this man.
Take one pussy.
There was like
Let's
an episode.
Damn, today is a good day.
Whatever, dude.
Oh,
But yeah.
Bring the pussy to me now. Damn.
I'm not gonna put that on that young man. But anyway, I did see that in on the BET show. Shy came on one day. I don't know what season. Did the boss older dude
get killed?
Yeah, did he switch off?
Did he get killed?
Yeah, because there's another one.
The older guy got killed. The older guy was the head of it all.
How did they go kill him? How did they kill him? Why did they kill him for?
He
was a little weird.
The pizza man.
Pizza man.
The councilman, pizza man, the
Duda.
He killed him. They was fucking the same woman too.
Oh, and I seen the little
Spoiler
girl.
alert if you didn't watch 3 seasons ago, because
I mean,
And I
this
seen
was last season,
I
y'all.
said if you
It's
didn't
the
watch
last
3,
season now?
was it
Yeah.
the last season or the season before?
When he killed the old man, that was last season.
Oh, I thought that was the season before.
And now the one girl got a baby, but I know back in the day she used to fuck with the coach. Shit weird. I missed a lot.
So she got raped. She got kidnapped.
Oh, didn't it? That's
That
when it got
wasn't
weird.
season 1.
No, that was like 2 seasons
It's
ago.
I think that's when it got weird.
She got kidnapped. I thought she got kidnapped in the first season.
Nah.
2 seasons ago.
First season was.
How many seasons does the show have?
I don't know, but that was like 2 seasons ago when she got killed. When she got kidnapped.
Let me see.
And then Ronald came into the house and helped out and got her out of there.
Yeah.
They killed Ronald.
Ronald was the little boy?
No, the old man.
Oh.
The OG.
Oh, yeah, the one who went to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he needed it, though. I know that was happening.
Yeah.
I didn't see Candy in there yet or nothing.
Candy probably out.
Candy is
She out
Duda's
there.
wife. Am I saying his name right?
Duda, yeah.
Duda.
I think she's out of there from last season.
I think she is still. I thought I saw her. She wasn't in the preview.
Mhm.
I
Y'all
be
make
making
it
stuff
sound
up,
like-
y'all.
Like, I might need to watch it, man. I don't
You
know.
need to watch it.
I'm about to give me.
You know what I watch? My little cutie on there.
Well,
Ooh.
Jacob Lattimore.
Oh, I thought you saw.
Emmett.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you saw the other one who liked the boys. But I can't say that.
oh, yeah. Oh, and that's another reason. I think they got rid of the realest person that I thought on the show because he went to the dude or something like that.
That,
What I read.
he was in the game too.
I thought that would have been a dumb transition though. Like to make him gay. Like that didn't seem to.
They needed that in the show.
I think they had it done. Like I think you could introduce a new character. I just didn't think it would have fit with that character.
I'm not going to say anything else.
But-
about that.
Because I always talk about representation. This is a show created by someone in the LGBT community. So
They needed
if
that.
you have a problem with it, considering it's created by that community, that's one of those ones where I say, don't watch it.
Yeah,
Like,
she
it makes
split
no
up.
sense.
She split them all the way. She was even in it.
I love her.
Yeah, she was in it.
I love me some Wayne Away. In other news, Tory Lanez got sentenced Tuesday, I believe. Someday this week. I don't know.
Yesterday.
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts?
5 years he'll be home. 2 years if it's good.
Anybody else?
I agree
Stay
with
there?
him. I agree
I
with him.
mean, they say he did it. It is what it is. He went to court. They got his time, but it is what it is. Like I said, 10 years, state time, 5 years he'd be home. 2 years, 3 years at the max he'd be on the box out of there.
I mean, it's a weird situation, but I do think both of them suffered out of the situation.
Everybody suffers when it's that, though.
Like Meg she disappeared for a minute. I feel like she missed it something. I don't know why, but
I think with all the legal, like, I would have never.
I also feel like she has enough money to miss it.
But me, if I'm in that type of situation, I would have never came out. Like, it's like I'm celebrating. Let all this shit blow over, then I can drop an album. Because they're still gonna gravitate to her. They're gonna feel sorry for her. Look at what's his name that used to be with Def Jam? Kevin Lyles. Kevin Lyles had a post today. I'm a son of a mother and a daughter, and I'm a brother of 2 sisters, and I'm a blah, 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 blah. Giving all this shit out to these women, and I stand with Meg and all this stuff. So now all these people coming out, all these people, even 50, I'm retracting my statement and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's going hard is that motherfucking Academics. He's saying that fuck everybody. Meg, Erykah Badu. This nigga's on a rant today. Yeah, so, I think it's time for her now but I think on her page I seen she got some shit cooking with Meg, and so she doing other shit. So,
Yeah, I don't think, like-
rap.
But
Yeah.
I honestly think some people don't care that much. Like, she still has thriving
business.
other streams of incomes. Like, I don't think a lot of people end all is, I need to be on top of the rap game.
No, I wasn't saying that, but I just care about the rap part.
I don't think she can come up with a song now though. Like it's like she's too far gone down the. down the line.
That is the question. What is your order of Nicki, Cardi, Meg, and I really want to throw the City Girls in there, but I know there's an you can't say Lotto. I'm not gonna. Okay,
Shit.
would y'all put Lotto in there?
Yeah.
So what is your order?
Cardi
Cardi number one.
number one. Then I'm gonna go. You said City Girls. City Girls will be definitely down the bottom. City Girls on the bottom. Meg. Lotto. I don't like Nicki, but Nicki then Cardi.
I feel the same way.
That's a good order.
What about you?
I know like a half a song from each of these people. I'm the wrong person.
I wouldn't even put City Girls in it at all.
There's some other girls somewhere.
I like Megan Thee Stallion, and I listen. This is how much I know these people. I listened to Lotto because I heard Cardi B mention Angel Reese in her song.
You don't want them to rip you out the plastic because you bag and running?
That's the only reason I know the song though. Like I was like, oh, let me go watch the video because Angel Reese was in the video. The songs I know from, I guess she ain't been putting out me. That's the other thing. I like people that put out albums. I don't feel like chasing songs down, singles and all that. So,
people on Facebook or the internet be so fake. I see this one girl. She was like, "Yeah, I don't like rap, but I listen to the radio and I heard this one rap song, and it's like kind of like a prolific girl rapper rapping like a lot of stuff, not talking about dancing or whatever." And then she went through the whole song, and I was like, "That's your song. Like, don't act like it's not. Ain't nobody ever heard that song with you."
What was I about to say? I forgot. That's how much I don't know about these people. I'm not big into. I know the music from when I was a teenager. That's it. I don't know these people. I could see Megan Thee Stallion outside, and I'd be like, she looks familiar. And the rest of them, I could probably Nicki and Cardi because they've been around long enough that I know these people. But
What about Glorilla?
I wouldn't recognize that girl if I saw her on the street.
I feel we might be able to put Glorilla in the category soon. She keep doing it.
Okay.
I'll put Glorilla before City Girls.
Yeah. Somehow, the first one I was like, man, that was a mistake. But somehow she keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and it should be hot. Like I like when she jumped on the Lotto beat. She killed that shit. Tomorrow, Cardi B saved Tomorrow for her, but the song was like a hit.
Since we're talking about music, I was going to do a question thing, but I'll only do the music one. What's your favorite song? Ever.
Shit, I don't know. I can't say ever.
I could say my favorite.
Or just pick one. I don't have I like too many to just. What's your favorite rap song?
Right now, I like Pelico. You probably never heard it.
Mine is
That was French to me.
Shit. I guess I can't say my favorite, but I like that Lil Baby when he was like, having lunch in the Jewish community. I like that song. I just like Lil Baby. It's like he can't miss either.
My favorite rap song is Sky's the Limit, Notorious B.I.G.
Okay, Sky's the Limit.
All right, so I have two that I want to say, but I really think my favorite rap song is Tupac Hit 'Em Up. Which the irony is how much I love Diddy. That is my favorite song.
So you'd like to see another black man?
I also feel like Drake Up All Night. I love the way it comes in. I love the mood it puts me in. Favorite R&B song?
Raven in the Sky. The live version, Stevie Wonder.
Shit. I don't have no favorite R&B song.
Greatest Sex.
I think
I'm emotional.
Carl Thomas, Emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think, and only because like my list can change at any time, but I'm gonna say SWV Week.
That's a good song.
Or Tevin Campbell.
No Drew.
Can we talk?
No,
So-
like because I'm like this is a song that I have loved since however old I was to now. The other one is I'm Not Your Superwoman.
A couple others. Sweet Lady,
I love
Tyrese.
Sweet
Differences.
I love
Lady.
like those two
Differences,
songs.
Genuine.
Oh, Sweet Lady.
This might be a question only 3 of us can answer. No shade, no tea. Favorite gospel song?
My favorite gospel song is Jesus Can Work It Out by Dr. Charles G. Hayes and the
We
Cosmopolitan.
fall down.
The original.
Oh, okay.
Cosmopolitan.
But shit, that Zakara. Boy, is that his name?
Zachary Cortez.
Boy, he got some hits on him.
Yeah, he did. What you call him got some hits too. He killing it. Pastor Mike. Think Big, whatever.
But
So which one you said on? Was it?
I'm going
Zachary
with
Cortez.
Zakari, but Ty Tribbett has always been my man.
Ty Tribbett, he jumped.
You got a favorite gospel
I
song?
like Ty Tribbett too.
Name a song.
Do I have to?
You
You ain't everybody else.
This is what happened when I watched the show. And I knew that he would do it. Because the guy did say Ty Tribbett, and they was like, just sing one song, just one.
I put it on the video.
You know,
The reason why I know he knows the song.
After all that I've been through, I still got joy. You know that one, right?
All that I've been doing.
But I do churches.
Mine is Speak to My Heart.
Donnie Kirk.
Beat
Yes.
to my heart.
It is a very beautiful. Huh?
These are the days of my life.
So we asked.
I'm bad.
Let me tell y'all about the song. That Alabaster Box.
Great is your mercy, then.
Oh!
Great is your mercy. But anyway, killing that Alabaster Box.
That's a jump right
Oh,
there.
this is the church section? I
Um,
got a church question.
Anybody killing that
You
Alabaster
can.
Box.
I just want to say, Speak to My Heart is a beautiful, just like,
It is.
I love the flow and however, the reason why I always
Donnie
loved
Kirk
this song
will forever be known
was-
until we fall down, though. I was
True.
for that.
The only I probably
Donnie
didn't even
Kirk
know
will
that
always-
I probably didn't know Donnie Kirk did this song, but we used to sing it when I was younger in church, and my first love used to do the lead, so I always wanted to hear it just to hear him sing, and then eventually I listened to the actual words of the song, and I was like, well, Jesus, you've been really talking. What's your church question?
Which church has the best fried chicken?
This is why
Church is chicken. All right, y'all, time to go. What?
Pastor, take us
Y'all
out.
know, y'all been to repasses and y'all been to church picnics.
So,
I'll
just
do
like,
the other ones later.
so just like,
Sister Gina got some good chicken.
Just let him take us out, please.
So just like we was talking about the boat situation or whatever like that, it's a lot on the docks, but it's a lot of situations where people talk about it but not about it. You got people that's taking videos and not jumping in situations or whatever. It might have been a different type of jump in, but the guy swam and jumped into the fight when it happened. But it's like that in life sometimes. You have to be the change. I was talking to my man Hutch about some financial issues that I was having, and he was telling me about how he jumped into his entrepreneurship and he started his business. And he was like, bro, you got some good ideas. He was listening to my ideas, but he said, basically, I had to jump out there with it. I had to be about it, or whatever like that. And I feel like that's what we got to do in life. We got to be the change. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Whatever. So if you want to be about, you got to be about it. So, like, we talk about how things are going in the world. We talk about how people killing each other, whether it's black on black, Asian or Asian, white or white, whatever. But we got to be about that change. Like, the mayor is a part of this group that is called We Are Us, and it's about men that walk around and they talking about peace. They praying on the corners, and it don't matter. They Muslims, they Christians, they whatever. They all get together and they do stuff. We all got to be the change.
We all we got?
Be the change. We all we got.
We all we need.
We all we got. So, I mean, like, even in our little group here that we got with the podcast, we come together on Wednesdays, and, you know what I'm saying, we have disagreements sometimes or whatever like that, but we still here. Today, we still came. We was late getting on, but we still showed up. But, I mean, I just feel like we had to say that same kind of energy in the world. We got to be the change and not just talk about it, but be about it. That's all I got for y'all.
Amen. Anybody
What
else?
about the children? Yeah, Yolanda! I ain't got nothing.
It's been a lot of death lately. So I mean, I just want to let everybody know we praying for those that's going through the grief process. Even if somebody that passed away last year or the year before that, there's no deadline on grief.
Mm-mm.
Why this guy ain't offered me none of this? What's the other city?
Had candy soda, ain't think about us at all, but
And to
it be young
Baltimore's
people.
own producer, white boy came with the bag like it's Christmas, who got killed 2 days before his birthday.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to DJ Casper.
DJ
Oh,
Casper,
yeah.
Cha Slide.
One
hot one.
Yeah.
So, life, as they say, be lifing. But also stress can take you out of the life that be lifing. So just chill out and let God do his work, whoever you believe in. Because, I don't want to get fined or I got to be apologizing on Instagram for saying something. So whoever you believe in, let them do their work, y'all. Or just chill and relax. It is what it is. Do your best. God do the rest. That's all I got for you.
Appreciate y'all being patient with us today. Know we started late, but whoever stuck it out with us and stayed for the show, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.